Welcome back to Kermit Tipton Stadium in Johnson City, Tennessee, a Region 1 6A opener for the Science Hill Hilltoppers and the West Ridge Wolves. And after 24 minutes of play, it's the Science Hill Hilltoppers leading 21-7. Science Hill had a real nice first quarter, led 14-0 at one point, but Science Hill giving up that touchdown early on in the second quarter, Kenny, to West Ridge on a really nice drive, and then answering that with a third touchdown of the first half, 21-7. So the Toppers are making their way to the sidelines. Let's handicap the second half, shall we, Kenny? What does Science Hill have to do to maintain control of this football game?
Well, what they have to do in the second half is they've got to be able to stop the inside running of West Ridge. I mean, West Ridge behind Frazier, who's done a fantastic job of hiding the football and moving this. And it's not big chunks, it's little chunks. One thing that they have to stop doing is getting into third and long. That's the one thing that they have to do. I think if Science Hill does that, then this team will keep moving downfield. The offense, like I said, there's really nothing I would change at the moment. They are doing their job.
And West Ridge on the flip side, we've mentioned it throughout the first half. Some spurts of really good offensive football, really good defensive football, but hindered just a little bit by those pre-snap penalties and holding calls.
Well, you know, one thing that West Ridge needs to do is basically you need to get Science Hill off the field. I mean, they get the ball first, so they'll get an opportunity to try and make this an even bigger score, 28-7. I think it's going to say a lot about what Wolves team came out of that locker room here in just a second.
We are just about ready to get underway. 24 minutes of football to play. Caden Puck has the ball on the tee. The Toppers will start the third quarter with the football. This is Football Friday Night, presented by Food City, live from Johnson City, Tennessee. The ball is in the air, and the second half is underway. Nice kick by Puck. Moon takes it near his own goal line. Has a crease, and Moon can fly. Makes a cut back,
wow.
And this could be a problem for West Ridge. Tyler Moon to the 30, to the 20. One man to beat, cuts back, 99 yards, and a touchdown for Tyler Moon.
Great kick return by Moon. I mean, not only did he follow the seams, it opened up, and then it was just a matter of speed from there. He had one man to beat, and I really thought that he was going to get him because he was taking the angle, but you get into a one-on-one situation against Moon, and there's just no way you're going to win that.
Tyler Moon with a 99-yard kick return and a touchdown, and 16 seconds into the third quarter. It is Science Hill up 27-6 with the extra point to come by Turin, and the kick is up and right down the middle. 11:44 to play here in the first 16 minutes of the third quarter. Science Hill leads at 28-7. You're watching Football Friday Night, presented by Food City.
Shopping for a new ride? Know this. Johnson City Ford is closing out our summer with a huge pre-owned sale. We have over 400 pre-owned vehicles available, and I've got them priced right. These vehicles look like new, drive like new, and smell like new. And most of our pre-owned come with a lifetime powertrain warranty. Unlimited miles, unlimited time. Buy from us, and you're forever covered. So hurry to Johnson City Ford today for the best selection, because these vehicles in this summer sale won't last long.
Absolute Granite and Cabinetry is your one-stop for kitchen and bath. We can turn your ideas into the kitchen and bath of your dreams. For both new construction and remodeling, we offer one of the largest selections of granite, marble, quartz, and quartzite with over 70 colors in stock that can be custom cut and polished to your specifications. Absolute also has a wide selection of semi-custom cabinetry that fit your decor and budget. Enjoy your kitchen and bath like never before with the help of Absolute Granite and Cabinetry.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night, presented by Food City here on Friday night in Northeast Tennessee. What an explosive way for Science Hill to open the second half of play.
You know, I just got through talking about how was this going to play out in the second half, and obviously it played out in Science Hill's way. This could be demoralizing for this West Ridge team to fall behind just like that, 28-7, after coming out of halftime.
And let's take a look at the Johnson City Ford scoreboard as the Toppers lead it 28-7. Turan has the ball in the air, and here comes Westridge. They're going to fair catch that football. Nice job of wrapping his arms around the football is Sawyer Tate, and that's where Westridge will take over their first possession on the 25-yard line. Our Johnson City Ford score is Science Hill 28 and Westridge 7, the first time the Wolves have had the football here in the third quarter.
Big drive for this football team. Your team goes down 28-7 off the kickoff in the second half. A lot of time to play. It's 11:44, and I'm sure Coach Hilton told them, we got 2 quarters to get this back. Just go ahead and stick to your game.
Frazier tosses to Odom, and Odom is swarmed under after a pickup of 2 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd and 8 for Westridge.
And one thing I would be shocked to see if they just started going down the field, throwing the football. I think that's going to be a sign where we know this Wolves team is in trouble because that's really in the game plan for them.
The pass is typically dictated by the run game, although having Bryant in the lineup here, he's flanked to the near side, will help. And Frazier looking for someone downfield, now running and makes the smart play and gets rid of the football. And that brings up a 3rd and long, but the first time we've seen Trey Frazier really get rid of the football, did a nice job eluding Science Hill tacklers and giving him his offense a chance.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to come down on him for that. I mean, you got to do that sometimes. I mean, you got to win some of the battle if you're going to win the war, you know. I mean, give your football team another opportunity. Boy, they're going to be – is that Kelly doing push-ups? You got to go all the way down to the track. Come on now. What kind of boot camp is that?
Going to see if we can
tell her I said that too. We got to get word down to her, to the
Kelly,
field.
Doing push-ups, going to check on those triceps there on Monday, doing a little exercise.
Going deep.
Frazier going up top, got a man. Wide open through 4 sets of hands.
Yeah.
2 belong to Westridge receivers. 2 belong to Science Hill defenders, and that brings up a 4th and long. A nice ball by Frazier, just couldn't connect with Bryant on the long pass, which would have been certainly a first down.
Yeah, I really couldn't tell who he was going to. The ball was a little bit underthrown. You had one guy that had gotten behind the defensive backs, but it was defended pretty well.
Bryant and McLean there both covered. Had an opportunity, Moon back to receive this punt by Puck after a 3-and-out forced by the Science Hill defense. Puck's punt, a good one.
Kick.
Good hang time and gets a good bounce and
Yep.
rolls out of bounds at,
the
we'll say, the 35-yard line. That's where Science Hill will take over for their first offensive possession. 10:46 to play here in the third quarter. And we'll see what kind of adjustment Stacey Carter and the Science Hill offense made after they were not allowed to hit the field after the Tyler Moon 99-yard kick return.
Well, I'm sure if you're Coach Carter right now, you're probably going to go for the juggler. I mean, you know, if you put another touchdown on the board, then this is going to really deflate this Westridge football team. So we'll see how they take this, or if they just do that and hand it off and run off some of the clock as well.
Go straight to the ground with Micah Dukes. Nice pickup. A 2nd down and short. Pickup of 6 makes it a 2nd down and 4. Nice pickup by Dukes.
It was 2nd and 4, obviously manageable. This is a 2nd down play where you can kind of get creative if you want to and put it in the air and see what happens.
Dukes flanking Schwartz. This time Schwartz takes it himself and has a crease. Nearly has the ball stripped away, but breaks 2 tackles into Westridge territory before he's finally run out of bounds by Trey West, and that is a Watauga Orthopedics first down as the Toppers are on the march once again.
Yeah, they got the Wolves playing on their heels right now. Obviously, Jay Sean is just so fast. I mean, once he breaks past the original line of scrimmage, it's just hard to stop him, and you can see that each time he takes off.
Schwartz this time hands the ball off to Dukes, and Dukes straight into the interior of the Westridge line before he's stacked up right there by a host of Wolves, a pack of Wolves, if you will. Short gain brings up a second down for Science Hill.
And wouldn't you think West Ridge is probably getting a little tired? I think they've been on defense. I think they've been out there a little bit longer than everybody else, chasing these fast running backs. Could be a little tired. I know they just came out of halftime, but not making some of the stops they did in the first half.
Schwartz changing the play at the line of scrimmage, flanks O'Daniel to the near side. This time they give it to Moon around the near side. And Moon breaks a tackle, breaks 2 tackles into the clear, and he is rustled down right at the 20-yard line. Once again, it's West. Odom there to bring down Moon, who's having a fantastic football game here tonight. The senior who head coach Stacy Carter raves about as a leader, waited his turn, and now is having a huge night here in a huge game for Science Hill.
Well, I'm glad to see that looks like he's okay. At one point in that run, he kind of pulled up, and I thought, oh, no, not that. But he looks like he's okay on the sidelines.
Another Watauga Orthopedics first down for Science Hill, and they'll play 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. And this time the ball is given to Javin Chester. Chester inside the 20-yard line down to the 16-yard line. Call that a pickup of 4.
Yeah, I mean, this is really a pretty drive by Science Hill. They're taking their time, basically running out the clock here in the third period. I mean, I know it's still 8:42. I'd be shocked if they passed again, to be honest with you, since they're picking up so much yardage on the ground.
2nd down and 4. This time, a little pitch and catch. And that's a first down. The ball completed to Emmett Watson, who had a big play early in the first half. Watson with his second reception down inside the 5-yard line. Another Watauga Orthopedics first down. And the Toppers have it 1st and goal with 8:23 to play.
Yeah, I think each time I call, they do the opposite thing. I said, I don't know if they pass again in this third period, and they go to the air and they get themselves down to the 5-yard line.
1st down and goal for Science Hill as the Toppers are on the march again. The score was
confusion.
21-7 at the half. A touchdown on a Tyler Moon kick return made it 28-7. And Science Hill wants to take a timeout to talk things over. We'll do the same. You're watching Football Friday Night presented by Food City. The Toppers lead at 28-7. Back with more high school football here on ABC Tri-Cities right after this.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher. Our butchers offer special orders, custom cuts, and even entire meal recommendations. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
Huh, I bet he'd be great at wrapping presents.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night, presented by Food City. 8:05 to play, third quarter. Casey Marler alongside News Channel 11 Sports Director Kenny Hawkins. And Hawk, if you could script the beginning of a second half, I don't think Stacy Carter would have scripted it any better.
No, there's no way he could. I mean, you kick off, you run it back for a touchdown. You take the lead at 28-7, and now you got it within the 5-yard line, 1st and 10, with another opportunity to put more points on the board.
We have a Wildcat-type formation for Science Hill as soon as we are headed back to play, as Moon is in the backfield, as is Micah Dukes. And Moon takes it off the right end, right up the middle for the touchdown, and the Toppers have taken a commanding lead, 34-7, out of the timeout. Near perfect execution by the Toppers.
Really what happens now with West Ridge is now you take them out of their comfort zone because they're going to have to throw the football with 8 minutes to go in the third if they want to have any chance of getting back into this contest. So look for it being thrown downfield a lot and maybe some interceptions by Science Hill.
Turn on for the extra point right at the 8-minute mark of the third period. The Johnson City score is now Science Hill 35, Westridge 7. 8 minutes to play here in the third quarter. You're watching Football Friday Night presented by Food City. Science Hill leads it 35-7.
Hey, Dustin here with my favorite dog, Tucker, to show you these great deals at Friendship. We have 800 used cars in stock as low as $6,000. And at Friendship, you get a lifetime warranty and a 7-day any reason exchange on new and used vehicles. Nobody beats Friendship. We're dealing.
The perfect floor starts at your locally owned Abbey Carpet and Floor showroom. Personalized service, expert assistance, incredible selection, free estimates, professional installation. We'll pamper your home from start to finish. We know our neighbors because we are your neighbor.
For the finest in residential and commercial flooring, come see us at Dockery Abbey Carpet and Floor, 3546 West Market Street in Johnson City.
Hey, Dustin here with my favorite dog, Tucker, to show you these great deals at Friendship. We have 800 used cars in stock as low as $6,000. And at Friendship, you get a lifetime warranty and a 7-day any reason exchange on new and used vehicles. Nobody beats Friendship. We're dealing.
Welcome back to Kermit Tipton Stadium, Steve Spurrier Field in Johnson City, Tennessee. It is Football Friday Night presented by Food City, Science Hill and Westridge in the Region 1 6A opener. And it has been a dominant performance to this point by Science Hill. Offense, defense, and special teams so far has a commanding lead for the Toppers.
Yeah, and we talked a lot about what is happening in the backfield with the quarterback, and obviously with what's happening with Moon. He's had a tremendous game, but not getting a lot of mention tonight is that offensive line. I mean, Science Hill's offensive line is really moving West Ridge off the ball, and that's what is creating a lot of third and longs and allowing them to pick up so many first downs.
And this time, West Ridge attempts to return the kick, and that's Odom running over Science Hill defenders all the way up near midfield. A good, tough run by the Swiss Army knife has given great field position to West Ridge as the Wolves will take it near midfield. Nice return there on the kick.
It was, and I'm wondering why the green light this time because, the first half they continued to catch the ball, fair catch it, but this time he takes off and basically gets them all the way to midfield. So should have done this earlier as far as taking, because each kick the Science Hill's kicked has been a short kick. They're definitely not kicking it to the deep guy or trying to kick it out of the back of the end zone.
And you saw the East Tennessee Rental replay of Drew Odom's kick return. Tack on to that a penalty on Science Hill. That gives West Ridge the football inside Science Hill's territory, and that is exactly what Justin Hilton's team needed as they try to claw back into this football game. Hand the ball to McLean around the right side. McLean trying to get to the corner, but he's run out of bounds on a good, strong football play by Derek Smith.
We got a flag, and he carried him too far out of bounds. As soon as he, when you really look at it, it looks like he was trying to hold themselves up as they went out of bounds, but the guys in stripes think otherwise, and that's probably going to be a penalty on Science Hill, which will move. Yeah, it will be, which will move West Ridge even closer.
One of your old Raider faithful, Jack Tatum, used to say, I plead guilty, but only to aggressive play.
There you go. There you go. Is there anything else? Just aggressive
great
play.
Jack Tatum's playbook there. Well, another penalty, second consecutive penalty tacked onto that nice Drew Odom kick return, and that has West Ridge in good field position with 7:45 to play here in the third quarter. Trey Frazier, the sophomore quarterback, has had a decent night, couple big plays through the air, has run the offense very efficiently.
Got to catch that.
Had the play set up nice. In fact, it was a good block by Carter Sanders out there to create a little bit of a seam. And
he already cut his eyes towards the end zone, or at least to his next move. your wide receiver, the first thing is catch the football and then decide everything else.
And that brings up a 2nd down and 10 for Westridge. 7:41 to play here. We need to thank Mark for a perfect night for high school football tonight. Been great.
Unbelievable.
Frazier with a man in motion. Rolls out to the right, looking deep, has a
Got
man
him.
wide open. And right through the hands of the would-be receiver. Perfect execution, but the ball could not be hauled in. And instead of a touchdown by Bryant, it is an incomplete pass. Great play call, perfect execution. Over the shoulder, Bryant just couldn't haul it in.
Watch here again. Frazier gets back, almost has a collision again in the backfield, looks downfield. Man's wide open. You got to make the catch.
Puts it right where it needs to be. The East Tennessee Rental replay there. It shows just how close Westridge was to striking pay dirt, and instead now they hand the ball off to Odom. Odom has the corner, trying to get a first down. And a penalty marker on the play as Odom makes it near the first down marker. And we will wait to see what the penalty flag is. There's already been 2 penalty flags on
I don't
Science
think it was
Hill.
roughing the pat. Well, no, West Ridge is walking back.
Yeah, it looks like a holding penalty on West Ridge, and so that'll bring up a 3rd down and 20 for West Ridge. Not exactly where they want to be, so from penthouse to the other house in just a couple of plays, near touchdown. Now after a holding play, they have a 3rd down and 20.
And this has been the story for them all night. This is what we've talked about. They've gotten themselves in position, basically into the red zone, but then they turn around and shoot themselves in the foot with a play like that. It was at 15 yards, so now you're already back to the 40. So they keep hurting themselves.
3rd down and 19, we'll call it for Westridge, and they're going to call a timeout on the field, a timeout with 7:23 to play here, and it's an important play for Westridge, so you can see why they decide if everything's not exactly like they want it, call timeout, let's get everybody in the position we want, and see exactly how they negotiate this 3rd down and 19. 7:23 to play here. In the 3rd quarter, you're watching Football Friday Night presented by Food City.
Emory and Henry College, a place of connections and quality. Over 80 majors and tracks in undergraduate, professional degrees, and master's programs, along with pre-professional programs and Doctor of Physical Therapy degrees. Yes, you can. Excel and make a difference with Emory and Henry College.
Shopping for a new ride? Know this. Johnson City Ford is closing out our summer with a huge pre-owned sale. We have over 400 pre-owned vehicles available, and I've got them priced right. These vehicles look like new, drive like new, and smell like new. And most of our pre-owned come with a lifetime powertrain warranty. Unlimited miles, unlimited time. Buy from us, and you're forever covered. So hurry to Johnson City Ford today for the best selection, because these vehicles in this summer sale won't last long.
Emory and Henry College, a place of connections and quality. Over 80 majors and tracks in undergraduate, professional degrees, and master's programs, along with pre-professional programs and Doctor of Physical Therapy degrees. Yes, you can. Excel and make a difference with Emory and Henry College.
Welcome back. It's Football Friday Night presented by Food City here on ABC Tri-Cities. Casey Marler alongside News Channel 11 Sports Director Kenny Hawkins. Big 3rd down play for Westridge.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything in the playbook for 3rd and 19, but we're about to find out right now.
A bootleg by Frazier. And
That's
we'll see
the
if it's an
fumble.
incomplete pass, and it's called a fumble. And it is recovered by Science Hill. And a huge play for the Science Hill defense. And there's an injury on the play. Bryson Hill is the one who made the fumble recovery, but now
I'm going to say
looks
cramping.
like he is shaken up, and that's exactly what it looks like down on the field as Hill trying to get that cramp out of his leg. Let's go down to the field where Kelly Grossfield is standing by. Kelly, what do you have for us?
Stand by. Yeah, I'm on the sidelines. We do have people taking a knee. The cheerleaders are down. We do have a Science Hill player down on the field right now. No idea how serious it is. It does look like a leg injury. He's just stressing it out. Let's see if we could zoom in on that and get a little closer here. Still a little rowdy in the student section. Oh, and he's getting up. He's getting up. All right, well, that's good. It looks like it wasn't a serious injury, so we're getting gameplay going back again, so I guess I'll toss it back to you, Kenny and Casey.
And that's a good sign right there as Hill walking off the field under his own power, albeit with a pretty severe limp after hustling to grab that football after the fumble. You put Westridge in a passing situation. Science Hill pins their ears back, and Frazier really had no chance.
No, he had nowhere to go. We talked about it in the first half as far as getting rid of the football, and that time he just didn't have an opportunity to do that in that situation. I think now what they'll do is they'll get some refreshments in the Science Hill player, and he'll be back on the field here pretty soon.
You know, pickle juice is good for cramps.
Really?
And pickles, dill pickles.
I'll just stay with Gatorade or some bananas or something.
Pickles are hot right now. Kids love the dill pickles. And right now, Science Hill loves the ground game as they go straight back to it. Over the right side, Javin Chester with a nice pickup as the clock continues to roll with Science Hill up 35-7 over Westridge.
I mean, this is an offense that's going to keep it on the ground as much as possible. And then, obviously, if you bring everybody into the box, they're going to pass it over the top. They got everything working right now in this second half.
Second down and 6. Schwartz, the pass, the flag on the play. We'll see where this play goes, but right now it's going straight to the end zone. Another touchdown for Tyler Moon. Hold everything, but what a performance Tyler Moon is putting on tonight.
I'm not sure if it's coming back or not. West Ridge has already gone to the end zone like it's going to be on them.
East Tennessee Rental replay. Take a look at this. Schwartz puts the ball right where it needs to be.
Whoop, whoop. Nope.
There's 5 missed tackles there, and then in space, few will be able to catch Tyler Moon, and it looks like a penalty on Science Hill. Illegal man downfield. One of the linemen got a little excited to get down there and block. The timing not quite perfect, and that great play by Moon is coming back, but what a dominant performance from the senior in all aspects of the game.
Another thing you hate as a defensive coordinator is to take points off the board, especially when you work so hard to get it, and it's a race because you got a player down the field. Wow. Great run that time by Moon. I mean, great moves, good blocking, and just, speed kills. Let's just be honest. I mean, it's hard to catch up to.
And we've seen that both on the kick return, several different plays. He just has that final gear that you look for in a big play player. Speaking of another gear, Chester with a big gain right through the Westridge defense before he is finally hauled down deep into Westridge territory. Another big gain by Javin Chester before he was finally brought down by Sam Harmon.
They right now are running through like Swiss cheese, Science Hill is. And once again, I'm going to go back to the fact that this defense has been on the field for a long time, and it's really starting to show right here.
First down and 10. We'll talk orthopedics. First down and 10. Give right up the middle and give the Westridge defense credit as they bow their neck for a short gain with under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Student section sticking around, having a good time. Why not? They got their best Western dress on. The home team is playing good football, and good crowd on hand here. You can give Westridge credit, their student section and their fan base showing up in mass here to Johnson City. First ever trip for the Wolves in their second year in existence and second year of
Great
high school
pitch.
football. Option play into the end zone for the touchdown. Chester into the end zone as Science Hill takes a 41-7 lead.
Great pitch that time by Schwartz. You take it down the line, and at the last moment you give it to your running back. Just enough time for him to get around that defensive end and get into the end zone for the touchdown.
Big fan of that option football, I am, Kenny.
I know that you are. I know that you are. More like triple option.
I love it.
Yeah.
Read that defensive end. He got no chance.
There you go.
Schwartz, the magician, runs it perfectly. Chester into the end zone. And the turn extra point is up and good. 42-7, 5:19 to play. The Johnson City Ford scoreboard shows Science Hill comfortably out in front. Back with more football Friday night, presented by Food City right after this.
Emory and Henry College, a place of connections and quality. Over 80 majors and tracks in undergraduate, professional degrees, and master's programs, along with pre-professional programs and Doctor of Physical Therapy degrees. Yes, you can. Excel and make a difference with Emory and Henry College.
Shopping for a new ride? Know this. Johnson City Ford is closing out our summer with a huge pre-owned sale. We have over 400 pre-owned vehicles available, and I've got them priced right. These vehicles look like new, drive like new, and smell like new. And most of our pre-owned come with a lifetime powertrain warranty. Unlimited miles, unlimited time. Buy from us and you're forever covered. So hurry to Johnson City Ford today for the best selection, because these vehicles in this summer sale won't last long.
Emory and Henry College, a place of connections and quality. Over 80 majors and tracks in undergraduate, professional degrees, and master's programs, along with pre-professional programs and Doctor of Physical Therapy degrees. Yes, you can. Excel and make a difference with Emory and Henry College.
Welcome back to Kermit-Tipton Stadium. It's Football Friday night presented by Food City. In this third quarter, Kenny Hawkins has been all Science Hill, 21-7 at the intermission, but the Toppers have dominated the first 7 minutes of the third quarter.
Everything has gone right for this football team. Everything has gone wrong for West Ridge. You did have a drive. You get inside the red zone. First of all, you get a penalty. Second of all, the quarterback holds on to the football a little bit too long and then loses it, and then Science Hill comes up with it. I don't want to say easily, but they took it downfield and got it into the end zone for the touchdown.
West Ridge with an opportunity there to put the ball in the end zone, let that slip away. And now they will start this next drive on the 26-yard line. Nice, tough run back there by the West Ridge return man. That's Chase Gill, who got that ball up past the 25-yard line for West Ridge, and that's where they will start with 4:56 to play.
I don't know what West Ridge here can do to get back into this contest. It's, like I said, for them to start throwing the football is not really in their playbook. They're a running team, and you've seen them a number of times with the option and the trickery in the backfield. But you're going to have to spread it. Now you got 3 out wide, and we'll see if they start putting it in the air more.
Junior quarterback Bryson Horn into the football game. He hands the ball off to Caleb McLean, and McLean with a nice gain. Pick up a 5 over the left end. If you haven't checked it out, head on over to WJHL.com and check out Tri-City's Best. Every month there's a new category. Viewers nominate, vote for their favorite business. This month it's Best Mexican Restaurant. Voting begins Tuesday, plus you can check out the previous month's winners right now on WJHL.com. 2nd and 4, Horn in at quarterback, hands the ball off, and this time read perfectly by the Science Hill defense, and a short gain, if any gain at all, will bring up a 3rd down and 4 for West Ridge.
Well, they're trying. I mean, 3rd and 4 is manageable. That's certainly a first down you can pick up. Or if you really want to be aggressive, you know, and you're thinking that Science Hill is figuring that you're going for the first, you can throw it down the field here and see if you can catch them off guard.
3:24 to play. 3rd down, actually lost a couple of yards there, so make that a 3rd down and 7 for West Ridge. Horn trying to make the most of his opportunities. The junior signal caller, flanked by Caleb McLean. Horn going to put the ball in the air. Nice spiral, but a little bit too long for Sam Harmon, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And once again, West Ridge will be forced to punt. They've just had a hard time getting the offense going, which is understandable when you have such a large deficit. Science Hill knows what you're going to try to do, really makes it difficult offensively.
Yeah, the other thing that that hurts them in this situation is you're giving it back to a Science Hill offense against your defense that's been out there a long time. And you're right. I mean, if you go into a passing situation where it's 3rd down and long, then you give the defensive guys a chance to pin their ears back and come after you.
New kick returner for Science Hill. Moon has proven himself worthy of the task. Ian Mathis, a freshman, will watch this one bounce, and a good kick. A good bounce on the punt by Caden Puck, and that's where Science Hill will take over the football. Science Hill leads at 42-7. Let's take a timeout. You're watching Football Friday Night, presented by Food City.
Watauga Orthopedics is leading the way to lower-cost expert orthopedic care, and we're making it easier to access with walk-in clinics in Bristol, Johnson City, and Kingsport, and a new virtual clinic available nights and weekends on your mobile device or computer, from wherever you are. And we will soon open the region's only center for advanced bone and joint surgery, offering the benefits of outpatient orthopedic surgery. When you need convenient access to expert orthopedic care, experience the Watauga way.
The last time you saw us, we were putting a pool in at a forever house.
Or so we thought.
Things change, life happens. Decision came up to put in a new pool, and no other decision could be made except Brooks Malone. It's the total package with Brooks Malone.
As we were building our house, we decided we really wanted to invest in the pool. We reached out to Brooks Malone, and from the day we started to the day that they finished, the experience couldn't have been better.
And I'll tell you this, when David and Holly tell you they're going to do something, take it to the bank.
Call Brooks Malone today to discuss your backyard dream.
Minute and a half to play here in the 3rd quarter. Science Hill up 42-7, getting ready to take the field on another possession here, and they will start that on the 34-yard line. Both teams taking an opportunity with that media timeout to meet on the sidelines, and now they will take the field here with a minute and a half to play. As we mentioned, 21-7 at the end of the 3rd quarter. Defense making big plays here in the 3rd quarter. Special teams with the touchdown at Tyler Moon, just everything going right for Science Hill.
Everything is going right, and, you know, this is what obviously Stacy wanted to see last week against an Anderson County team, but obviously when you fall behind 21-0, you have to come out of that playbook and try something else. This is the team that they want to be right here for the rest of the season and against the teams that they play. I mean, they want to be able to run it a lot and throw when they need to, and they have been able to do that against this West Ridge team.
Spencer Taylor in at quarterback. The backup quarterback saw some action last week against Anderson County, albeit in a much different situation than they have tonight. So both teams getting plenty of players in, and we talked about the youth movement on both teams. It's certainly a better circumstance for Science Hill, but West Ridge also getting a lot of players as they build their program here and try to find their way through the rest of the football season. Short gain up the middle by Zane Huff. Huff, the sophomore running back, linebacker, getting a carry here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, one of the good things, I'm sure, if you're Stacy, that you're getting out of this contest, I mean, obviously the first is a win. Second of all, you get an opportunity to play some of the young guys that as you mentioned, and you give your starters a chance to rest before you have to go at it again next week.
Under 10 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Science Hill going to try to get the play off, and they do. The short gain may be right at the sticks. Carrying the football on that play is Giovanni Williams, a senior running back. Williams picking up a Watauga Orthopedics first down, and that's how the 3rd quarter will end. Dominated by Science Hill. They get 21 points. We head to the final 12 minutes with the Toppers up. You're watching Football Friday Night, presented by Food City.
We love food. It's our thing. You'll notice it all over the store, like how our certified butchers stamp the time your meat was ground, not just the day. Nobody does food like Food City. This week, save on Food City Fresh lean ground chuck, $3.99 a pound for 3 pounds or more. Family or jumbo pack boneless chicken breasts, $2.99 a pound. Sliced watermelon quarters, 79 cents a pound, and more.
ACT is looking for dynamic, motivated individuals to join their growing team of customer experience professionals. Working at ACT is more than just a job, it's a chance to be a part of something bigger. ACT is now an employee-owned company. Eligible employees can become shareholders and co-owners in the company and play a personal part in our future success. Contact us today at www.acttoday.com/careers.
Welcome back. The final 12 minutes getting ready to play out here at Kermit-Tipton Stadium and Steve Spurrier Field with Science Hill comfortably out in front, 42-7. And they have the football and got a junior quarterback, Bryson Horn, getting some snaps in the ball game here as the Toppers will begin the fourth quarter on the 45-yard line.
I think they're also beginning the fourth quarter with a lot of starters on the sidelines, giving the younger kids an opportunity to play in this game.
And a short gain. The tackle made on that play by Westridge. Braden Ray making the tackle on that play. Williams with his second straight carry. Pickup of 2 makes it 2nd down and 8. Second down and 8 for Science Hill as we get our full rosters out and see a lot of faces. You know, a lot of families. Been around high school football a long time, and you never like the circumstance, but it's still fun for those families to see some of these players that don't play every Friday night get out there on the field, and it's an exciting time because they put in the same amount of work as the guys that we see on Touchdown Friday night get under those bright lights.
Yeah, I mean, because basically, you know, we get a 2 deep from each team. Well, we're at about 3-4 deep right now.
And headed deeper.
It is, exactly, with 10 minutes to go in this football game. And when does the clock run?
We are.
Isn't it in the second half?
We're there.
I was about to say, yeah.
The clock, running clock right now as Science Hill negotiates this 3rd and 7. Nice pass behind the receiver, and that'll be a 4th down play coming up for Science Hill.
Well, here's the thing. The unsung heroes are the guys who go through practice every day. They're in the same heat just like everybody else. They're getting beat up by the ones, whether on offense or defense. And this is the reward sometimes that they get. So it's good to see them out there right now.
Derek Smith on to punt for Science Hill on a 4th down and long. Smith gets away a boomer. No chance for the return man for Westridge. Number 37 will watch that ball sail out of bounds, and I apologize for the young man. I have a less than comprehensive roster. You think you do all your homework.
Exactly.
But
they didn't give us that page, is what we're saying.
9:20 to play here in the fourth quarter. Science Hill leads at 42-7. Westridge trying to cut into that deficit here, and they have their junior quarterback Bryson Horn, who takes the snap and sees a hole. Right up the middle he goes. And a nice pickup of 5 on the play.
Good run there, and as you mentioned, you know, you got Westridge with some of their backups in the game as well. You know, kind of calling the dogs off here and come back and play again next week. I mean, you're going to have to file. You've got to file the last 2 away, and they're not going to taste good if you're the Wolves, but still a long season to go.
When you're talking about as good as the football is in our region, there are no easy weeks, and you've got to take something from every week And right now, the learning curve is steep for Westridge. Chase Gill around the right end. We saw him with a return earlier in the game, now getting a snap in the backfield. And quite frankly, Westridge started in the same position a year ago.
Well, you know what? I tell you what.
Found their way through the league and made it to the playoffs. Won a playoff game in their first year.
Yeah. And I tell you what, the further we go down the roster for Science Hill, the bigger they get when they come in. So probably some young guys are going to be pretty big when they become upperclassmen.
Horn and Gill in the backfield for Westridge as we're under 8 minutes to play here. High snap brought down by Horn. And
he never really got the ball. I think it's out. The running back never really had it. But I think
and a turnover on the play, and that will give Science Hill the football. Let's take a quick timeout with 7:30 to play. It's Science Hill 42 and Westridge 7. You're watching Football Friday Night presented by Food City.
Emory and Henry College, a place of connections and quality. Over 80 majors and tracks in undergraduate, professional degrees, and master's programs, along with pre-professional programs and doctor of physical therapy degrees. Yes, you can. Excel and make a difference with Emory and Henry College.
East Tennessee Rentals has been servicing the Tri-Cities area for 60 years. That is 60 years of service, sales, parts, rentals, and customer satisfaction. At East Tennessee Rentals, we have quality equipment and have been catering to professional and do-it-yourselfers since 1962. 60 years of servicing the Tri-Cities with great products like Bobcat, Gravely, and Steel. It doesn't matter if you are painting your house or building a house, because at East Tennessee Rentals, we've been renting to you since 1962.
Emory and Henry College, a place of connections and quality. Over 80 majors and tracks in undergraduate, professional degrees, and master's programs, along with pre-professional programs and doctor of physical therapy degrees. Yes, you can. Excel and make a difference with Emory and Henry College.
7:06 to play. Football Friday Night presented by Food City has been all Science Hill tonight as the Toppers lead it. We are in the fourth quarter. Both teams back on the field, and we are ready to play out this Region 1 6A contest.
It has been a dominating performance for Science Hill, especially in the second half. You open it up with a kick return, and then basically every time they've touched the ball, they've gone down and scored, and Westridge has not had an answer for anything that the Hilltoppers had thrown at them.
After the fumble, Science Hill takes over, and a nice, nifty move by the running back for Science Hill, making something out of nothing there is a running back, Ian Mathis, the freshman. Mathis will pick up 3 on the play and make it 2nd and 7.
This is a tough decision, I would think, for Stacey Carter. You know, because you send these guys out here, and you can't really tell them, hey, listen, we really don't want you to score. I mean, we don't want to make it a 50 or 49-7 game. But, yeah, you know, you're not going to tell them, we need you to back off. I mean, you've worked hard in practice. You know, you're trying to show us what you've learned. It's kind of a difficult situation, I would think, as a head coach.
Yeah, you've got guys that are trying to make the roster
exactly.
Also. They want to impress coaches, and they want to score touchdowns. And so you just go out there and play football. Past the halfway mark here in the fourth quarter. Nice job by the offensive line of Science Hill opening up a crease on a 3rd and 8 play. Got a little tough football being played there. Away from the play, and a flag will stop the clock as offensive lineman and defensive lineman doing a little dance there.
So unsportsmanlike is going to go against Westridge for basically yanking his helmet off. Now, what I don't understand is they sent him back out on the field after his helmet came off. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he needs to sit out of play.
Not if the referee says that it was pulled off by a defensive player on purpose. So on that personal foul, he gets to stay in the game. You saw him run off the field.
Yeah, and they told him to go back.
The referee said you can go back and play. 15-yard penalty on Westridge. A sign of some frustration here by these younger players that are in the ball game now as they're seeing this one slip away just a little bit. Good job of stacking up the running back there. Once again, it's Mathis taking the carry, and Avery Waller right there to make the play defensively.
Waller. Did we not just talk to his mother at halftime?
We did. The
there
Wallers in the house.
There you go.
Former colleague of ours.
That's
Good to see
exactly.
the family again.
Yeah.
4:22 to play. Science Hill knocking on the door once again. 2nd down and 10 after the nice defensive stand by Waller and the West Ridge Wolf defense. Little flare pass out to the far side. And the race to the end zone. He is brought down just shy of the end zone. Nice run by Ryken Gibson. Gibson nearly got into the end zone, but that'll bring up a Watauga Orthopedics first and goal after the nice play there.
I guess the decision is not that tough right here, huh? Right? I mean, you're at the 1 yard line. I mean, I don't expect anybody to take a knee with 3 minutes to go. This is what I'm saying. But I wouldn't have either. Guys, they've worked for it. They earned that one.
And a touchdown by the Toppers has extended their lead as Gibson takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Got him down there, scored the touchdown, and extends the Science Hill lead with 3:33 to play. After the turnover, it was the Science Hill, aided by a personal foul penalty, has sent the Topper faithful to their cars. Is this one well out of reach?
Yeah, pretty soon it's just going to be us and the Cowboys. I mean, they are hitting the exit quickly. 3:07.
And the extra point is up, and the extra point is good. Science Hill leads at 49-7, under 3 minutes to play here in a second half that has been all Science Hill. And really the outcome does not necessarily indicate the way this game played out in the first half. It was really a close football game. Westridge was making plays. The kickoff was really a backbreaker to start the third quarter.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would believe that it was 21-7 at the break. Now 49-7. Science Hill's defense has just been tremendous in the second half. I think they figured it out, what West Ridge was trying to do. I think each time that they dropped back to the pass, they sent the house and disrupted Frazier to the point at sometimes making him cough up the ball or take a really bad loss. So there's not much you can say wrong about this Science Hill team in the second half.
No, played really well. I also think about the pass on the 3rd down and long play where Trey Frazier nearly completed a touchdown pass, which not only would have brought West Ridge closer score-wise, but also given them a little momentum. So they lose that touchdown a couple plays later as the fumble that Science Hill takes in for the score to make it really a 14-point swing. And after that, you get into some desperation. You start to play more players, and the score gets just a tad out of hand, but certainly not indicative of the kind of football game we saw, at least through the first 24 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Coach Hilton is going to take a look at this. Maybe not watch the second half as much, but I think the first half they did enough positive things that you can build off that. Here's the thing. The things that they had mistakes on are things that can be fixed. And that's just basically about just maturing, the mistakes, the jumping off sides, those are the unsportsmanlike penalties are really what did this team in. I mean, they missed out on their opportunity to get in the end zone at least 2 or 3 times.
2 minutes to go here in the ball game. West Ridge with an offensive possession as they try to get on the board here in the second half. And that direct snap goes straight to the 3rd quarterback we've seen tonight. And that quarterback has nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. And call it a loss of 1.
And really, if you're Science Hill, the one thing you're really trying to do is not allow them to get to the outside and go out of bounds. As we mentioned earlier, we got a running clock. So basically we probably got about 2 or 3 more plays in this contest before it's wrapped up.
Horn hands the ball off, and he is stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. And a second loss on the play brings up a 3rd and long for West Ridge. Young players getting in, and you can see a little bit of the Science Hill depth right now as the 2s and 3s and 4s make their way into the ball game. It's tough sledding there for West Ridge.
I mean, listen, you go home and say, Mom, they're going to have to wash my uniform tonight.
A lot of proud parents out there.
That's right. There you go.
Saying, that's my man.
That's right.
That's my man, and that really is what this is all about. Made the comment earlier tonight, the best part about high school football, Kenny, is that in all parts of the country right now, this is what's happening. In stadiums, 10,000 stadiums and more are watching high school football. Nice pitch and catch there. Horn connects with Sawyer Tate for Watauga Orthopedics. First down. Nice ball by the junior quarterback. Moves the sticks, and time for maybe one more play.
First and 10. Fans, last call on hot food. Last call on hot food.
Last play of the game, 16 seconds.
Horn with the out, gets it to Tate. Tate moves inside the 34-yard line, and that's how this one will end. So if you look for something to build on, a couple of nice plays to end the game, Horn to Tate. But that's how this game ends. Science Hill dominates the second half, Kenny, and wins it 49-7.
Everything went right from this team. From the opening kick, from there was Katie bar the door. Science Hill doing it right. Moon, unbelievable game. Seems like he was in on every play. Speed was just too much for West Ridge in this contest. Science Hill showed it on the ends as far as their wide receivers, and then they were also able to show it in the backfield with Jay Sean and also Moon running the football. They bounced back. We were going to see which team got off the mat first, and it was Science Hill coming back and winning tonight after that tough loss last week.
Coach Justin Hilton earlier this week when we sat down and talked described his concern with the athleticism of the skill guys of Science Hill, and that is exactly what we saw tonight, is the Toppers just having their way through the air in the first half. A couple of big plays on the ground. You mentioned Tyler Moon's huge game tonight as he scored. Certainly the kick return stands out. A couple of big plays offensively, and then you get the regular running game attack with the two-headed monster of Micah Dix and Javin Chester, and just too much for the Wolves to handle tonight. We're waiting to head down to the field. Kelly Grossfield going to be standing by momentarily with head coach Stacy Carter, undoubtedly happy after this performance that improves the Toppers to 1-0 in regional play, 2-1 overall. Let's go down to Kelly Grossfield live with Stacy Carter.
Well, what a game, 49-7. Now, you guys were up at the half, and you really were not slowing down. So how do you feel about the game?
Well, I thought we came out and our offense played well, and our defense really stepped it up the second half too. So running backs did a good job. I thought our quarterback play was good, and offensive line kind of dominated, with a lot of guys in a box. So proud of our guys and proud of the win. I thought they played very well tonight.
And you talked about some minor mistakes in the first half. I mean, did you see any of those mistakes in the second half, even though you guys really just ran away with the game?
Well, I thought we played a lot better second half, and I thought, the running backs, like I say, they ran after contact very well all year, but I thought our offensive line got off the ball, and our defense was about perfect the second half. So they did a super job. We gave that one big pass the first half and got behind the sticks a few times, but proud of our guys. Want to be more disciplined in the first half, of course, but it's good win and good way to start the conference.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you guys won this matchup last year, right?
Yes, we won it last year, but I thought we played a little bit better than we played last year in this game.
All right. Any takeaway message for the team here?
Well, we just got to keep improving, and we got a long way to go. We're young, and we got to keep improving every week.
Well, I'd say 49-7 is quite an improvement. Great job, and congratulations on the win. All right, well, this has been an exciting game here at Science Hill High School. Thanks for joining us. We're going to go to the break.
When it's time for an upgrade, think Empire Ford. For every day, work or play, shop our selection of certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at everyday sale prices. It's time to see for yourself at Empire Ford in Abingdon, Virginia.
ACT is looking for dynamic, motivated individuals to join their growing team of customer experience professionals. Working at ACT is more than just a job, it's a chance to be a part of something bigger. ACT is now an employee-owned company. Eligible employees can become shareholders and co-owners in the company and play a personal part in our future success. Contact us today at www.acttoday.com/careers.
Welcome to Valley Forge Wholesale, where we have something for everyone.
We have top brand name closeouts, overstocks, and liquidations below wholesale prices. Everything from toys to beauty supplies. You have to see it to believe it. Shop us often so you don't miss out. If you see it today, you better grab it because it may not be here tomorrow. New items are delivered daily, so make sure you check us out weekly to see what's new.
New merchandise at wholesale prices. Come to Palm Store and see for yourself.
Watauga Orthopedics is leading the way to lower-cost expert orthopedic care, and we're making it easier to access with walk-in clinics in Bristol, Johnson City, and Kingsport, and a new virtual clinic available nights and weekends on your mobile device or computer, from wherever you are. And we will soon open the region's only center for advanced bone and joint surgery, offering the benefits of outpatient orthopedic surgery. When you need convenient access to expert orthopedic care, experience the Watauga way.
It's time to explore Lincoln. At Empire Lincoln, you will experience an elevated level of customer service, an experience you will tell your family and friends about. Come see for yourself why it's time to visit Empire Lincoln in Abingdon, Virginia.
Welcome back to Kermit Tipton Stadium. A successful night for the Science Hill Hilltoppers as they win at 49-7. Impressive performance, and we have an early nominee for the Player of the Week. Tyler Moon, what a night.
Over the moon tonight, the way that he played. I mean, every time you turned around, this guy had his hands on the football, and he was running it through the West Ridge defense through the middle. But when you got him on the outside, and I love the way he plants his foot and just takes off, really West Ridge had no answer for Moon.
No, they did not. Now, I'm going to call it quits right now, but you got to get to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Touchdown Friday night.
Exactly.
Coming up, this only one of many big games. Regional action all over the Tri-Cities, the state for that matter, but some really big games, including just a tiny little contest out in Greenville tonight.
Yeah, we've already had people stop us up here and ask what was the score. Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're calling this game. But you're right. Elizabethton in Greenville tonight. Also, South Green in town to take on Happy Valley. And then another one, two unbeaten teams, David Crockett taking on Morristown West on the road. We'll have all of those highlights, 12 games tonight on Touchdown Friday night.
Yeah, head up to Southwest Virginia. Always fun when John Battle and Virginia High get together as well. Well, that'll do it from here at Kermit Tipton Stadium as Science Hill wins it 49-7. Thank you for joining us for Football Friday night. Presented by Food City. For Sports Director Kenny Hawkins, the production crew that makes this possible, Kelly Grossfield on the field. I'm Casey Marler. So long from Kermit Tipton Stadium where Science Hill wins it 49-7.